Congratulations on selecting the PAX MT30 EMV Ready device. The following video will help you set it up and begin accepting chip cards from your customers. First, let's verify that you've received all the equipment you need. You should have received a PAX MT30 EMV Ready terminal, a Cat5 Ethernet cable, an MT30 power cord, an S80 download cable, a USB to serial cable, and a USB to micro USB cable. Let's get started by connecting the power supply. Using a small Phillips head screwdriver, remove the larger of the two back panels on the MT30 and set it aside. You'll notice there are a series of ports in the compartment and identifiers above each. On the left side, you should see the word LAN just above an open port. Connect one end of the Ethernet cable to the LAN port. Make sure the clip is facing toward you as you insert the cable. You should hear a click when it is properly seated. Route the cable through the cable guide above it. Now locate the power port in the compartment and insert the barrel end of the MT30 power cable. With it in place, route the cable through the corresponding cable guide. The next steps in our process depend on the type of connection you are using within your POS environment. The first option we'll walk through is for those of you connecting an MT30 to your POS computer via your LAN. We'll start by replacing the large back panel on the underside of the MT30. Insert the two tabs on the wider end of the panel into the openings between the cable slots. Swing the panel closed and tighten the Phillips head screw. Be careful to make sure all cables are safely tucked into their corresponding openings. Now locate the Ethernet cable you connected to the MT30 earlier and plug the free end into an open LAN connection near your POS computer. Plug the power cord into an available outlet and your setup is complete. For this option, you will have three cables that are not used. They are the S80 download cable, the USB to serial cable, and the USB to micro USB cable. Two of these cables, the S80 download cable and USB to serial cable, are used in our second connection option. Locate both if you're using a serial connection to link the MT30 to your POS computer. Start by connecting the smaller or RJ11 end of the S80 download cable to the RS232A port of the MT30. With the clip facing you, plug in the connector. You should hear a click when it is in place. Route the cable through the appropriate opening. Now replace the MT30's back panel by inserting the two tabs on the wider end of the panel into the openings between the cable slots. Swing the panel closed and tighten the Phillips head screw. Be very careful to ensure all cables are safely tucked into their corresponding openings. Locate the Ethernet cable you connected to the MT30 earlier and plug the free end into an open LAN connection near your POS computer. Then connect the larger or DB9 end of the download cable to the larger or DB9 end of the USB to serial cable. Once they are secure, connect the USB end of the serial cable to an open port on your POS computer. Plug the MT30 power cord into an available 110 volt outlet and your setup is complete. For this option, the USB to micro USB cable is not needed. However, that cable is required for our third and final connection option. The USB to micro USB cable allows you to connect to a USB port on your POS computer without using the two serial converter cables. For this option, we're going to connect the micro USB end of the USB to micro USB cable to the micro USB port on the MT30. That is the port labeled with the USB symbol. The micro end of the cable also has a symbol. With the symbol facing you, insert the connector into the port. It only goes in one way and should easily slide into place. Once it is properly seated, route the cable through the appropriate opening. Replace the MT30's back panel by inserting the two tabs on the wider end of the panel into the openings between the cable slots. Swing the panel closed and tighten the Phillips head screw. Be careful to make sure all cables are safely tucked into their corresponding openings. Locate the Ethernet cable you connected to the MT30 earlier and plug the free end into an open LAN connection near your POS computer. Then connect the USB end of the USB to micro USB cable to an open USB port on your POS computer. Plug the MT30 power cord into an available 110 volt outlet and your setup is complete. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing the PAX MT30 to accept secure chip card payments from your customers. You will soon receive a call to walk you through a test transaction with your new machine. In the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns, call the support team at TSYS Merchant Solutions.